stop, sit right down, make yourself a cup of tea and relax, because I'm about to go through, with 5 weeks to go to London Marathon, what this week's training has been going on. And it's been hard. Oh man, has it been hard. Yes guys, hard would be an understatement. This week I've done my very first hard session, shall we say. So be sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe and set the alarm bell, because I'd love you to continue to share the joy and help this be discovered across the YouTubes of the joy of running, and as we head towards London Marathon. So let's go. Okay guys, it's Thursday 7 AM and I'm just about to get ready to go for my first, what I would call make or break decider, indicator of whether I'm going to be ready for London Marathon. So essentially this is a 3x10k. Bearing in mind, I only done my first 30k Sunday just gone. So this is an actual workout long run. And I would 100% not recommend this for beginners, because what I'm about to do is certainly not a beginner's workout. So it's 10k at easy pace, not jiggy jog, easy. So it's, you know, going easy. Then a 10k at target marathon pace, yeah, and I've been working on seeing how that works, but again I'll go on feel, so I'm not going to be precious whether I can hit those paces or not. And then it'll be 10k easy after that, so that's 30k, pretty intense. 3x10k I call that. Done that for the first time ever as part of the build up to Manchester Marathon, so hopefully this will work. I'll update you when I get back. I'm not going to take the camera with me, because running at those paces and carrying a camera as well, that'd be just too much really. But hey, as much as I know you'd like to come along with me, I'll just need to focus and get on with the training, because where I'll be running around an industrial park area, I need to be aware of traffic, trucks and all that type of stuff. So filming, chatting wouldn't be very safe, would it? No. So yes, safety first guys. Right, let's get going. What to do. And by the way, just to add to the drama, because I think some channels do really add the drama, don't they? Yeah, the temperature is about 17, 18 degrees Celsius. So very warm. Yeah, so I'll be taking hydration with me. So extra things to carry and a gel if I need that. So hopefully prepared. Let's see what happens. Update you shortly. So I'm now back home, literally just walked in through the door. 30k done. As I said, I had to do a little bit on the mobile phone there just to show you the weather conditions. It wasn't the best of conditions, but no excuses. I'm so way off that target marathon pace. Now's the time to get back to reality and see what the actual paces will be. So there's a few factors I need to take into account, and I'll go through the actual workout. So once I've showered, changed, and I'll do some recording later today and show you the breakdown and where I think I should be aiming at possible and all that type of stuff, because there's so many factors to take into account in terms of the rain, the heat, nutritions, yeah, which I didn't take, yeah, so all those factors, and also comparison to the very same workout that I done as part of the build up to Manchester Marathon. So that can give me an indicator as to where my fitness is based on recovery from surgery and where I am at right now. Yeah, so let's get showered, changed, cleaned up. And I'm back in the room, but as you can clearly see, I am not in my home. And it's not just after a shower, stretching and all that. It is now the following day. It's Friday morning and I'm just about to go for a jiggy jog, a bit of recovery from yesterday. So I'm going to take you along on my run and go through the stats of yesterday's pretty tough, hard workout, the 3x10k. So I'm going to do my stats, my dynamic, I nearly said static, ooh, bit of a blunder there, my dynamic stretches before my run, and then I'll head off and we'll chat about the stats and where I think I'm at. So yes guys, a very short jiggy jog recovery from yesterday. Pretty hard session, yeah, really hard for a number of factors, but some of it will be obvious to you guys and some maybe not. But I'm going to go through 3 things from yesterday's workout that I'll be looking at. And the key thing guys, the lessons is don't compare in terms of when I talk about my paces, heart rates and so on. You have to take into account my age, being 61, and also recovering from surgery, lack of fitness or gaining fitness, whatever. But I'll be going through three things. One is the actual session and how that compares to the very same session, very same route back in spring, build up to Manchester, so you can see a comparison of effort and speed. I'll then be talking about the factors that could have affected yesterday's efforts, or in some people, excuses. And number three, how we go forward, what I'm going to be planning in terms of target London Marathon and some other key sessions I've got coming up. So we'll go through those three right now. So having a look at the breakdown of yesterday's workout, it was a 10k warm-up at easy effort, and then a 10k at what would have supposedly been target marathon pace, and then a 10k cool down. So that's a breakdown, and I've done it before in spring as part of the build up for Manchester Marathon. It's what I would call very much a key workout, and certainly not for beginners. Yeah, I'd even go as far as probably not for intermediates either. But hey, that's for you to decide whether you want to do it. But looking at the stats, I was a good, in terms of speed wise, a good 15 seconds off. That's averaging over the 10k period, because I was slowing down quite a lot towards the end. Yeah, and I'll talk about some of the factors that could have affected that. But the heart rate was what I would call a marathon pace race heart rate for me, and it all looked good, but the pace considerably slower than back in spring. But I'll talk about why that may have happened and factors that could have come in, which will be my point two about this review. So point number two, these are considerations that I look into, not excuses, you know, could be excuses, but the differences between spring and now. The first obvious one, if you've been following a while, is I'm barely 6 weeks after surgery, yeah, and the recovery is still continuing, so the body can only perform at a particular effort without hurting myself, without stating the obvious. Yeah, even right now whilst I'm doing a jiggy jog, I can still feel niggles and pains, little jabs in my abdomen area, tummy area, where the gallbladder's been removed. Also there's still bruising. But yeah, so surgery is the first thing that I'm recovering from. The second point is, like with when I finished yesterday's workout, I felt properly battered when I went to bed. But sleep, recovery, I had a really good long sleep and feel good enough to go out and do this recovery run now. Yesterday morning, didn't have a good night's sleep. It was all day travelling, near enough from up in West Yorkshire to get back down to Worcester. Didn't probably eat properly, you know, on trains, eating junk stuff, so not the best of preparations. So it's the preparation that goes into it, and I always say with these long runs, because 30k is a long way, yeah, it is that we need to prepare properly for it. So I didn't have a good night's sleep at all. I think I was up at about 4 a.m, 4:30 a.m, and also the run time, which would be factor number three, the run time compared to spring. This was early morning, 7 a.m, the one in spring was mid-morning. Yeah, so I had a nice sleep, relax, had some breakfast. I didn't have breakfast before this, had a cup of tea, but that was it. So those were the key factors that would have impacted my speed. So how do we take this forward, which takes me to point number three. So the third point, where does this take me planning going forward for London Marathon? Well, I've got a few more key sessions, shall I say. There'll be the park run. I might be going for one on Saturday. I will update you later on in the week about that, because I need to edit and put this together. But it's given me indicators. Is this sub-3 marathon dream a possibility? Well, at the moment it's 100% no. Hi Ruth, you're right. At the moment it's 100% no. Yeah, let's get real. I can be as optimistic and use all those justifications, excuses to say that I could run that. But let's get real, kids. Yeah, if I can't do marathon pace over a 10k, then yeah, you guessed it, definitely can't do it over marathon distance. But yeah, things can happen. Some of those factors could have had a major impact on yesterday's workout, but it should have felt easy. Yeah, and it didn't. It was hard. It was really hard. So I've got to rein things down, keep things reality, feet on the ground. Yeah, not heads in the clouds, feet on the ground, keep it real. So the half marathon at Worcester, you would have seen me sub 90 target. Doable? Let's see. Yeah, there's still 9 days to go whilst I'm recording. This is Friday, so it'll be a week Sunday. That can definitely be an indicator. But again, guys and gals, kids watching, if I do a sub 90 half marathon, doesn't mean I'm going to do a sub 3 marathon. It just doesn't work that way. Those of you who know you're running will know that. In the same way, if you race a 10k, multiply that by 4, add 2k, that's not your marathon time based on your 10k race time. Am I stating the obvious? Yeah, I am. So that's it for the review of the workout. Let's catch you in a moment. Stick along. I'll do a quick summary of the training week. And how has your training week been going? Okay, jiggy jog complete. Little over 30 minutes and whatever, 10 seconds or something. But anyway, that felt good. There's a few little niggles and jiggles and pains around the body, but that's to be expected after yesterday's hard workout, and also that I'm still recovering from surgery. And as I mentioned, the goal race is still London Marathon, which is 5 weeks away. Yes, London Marathon, 5 weeks. Can you believe it, guys? Are you all ready? How are you feeling? So in my mind, I've got a good 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks now of training. Bearing in mind I have Worcester City half marathon. Literally the start will be there, yes. All along here, the start, and we'll be running out along that road out to the university campus. But yeah, I am so buzzing, pumped up. It's a shame that I'm not at the fitness that I would want to be, but when are we ever? It would have been great to be in the shape like at Cambridge, ready to go, and to see if I could beat me PB, but that's not to be. Yeah, pun intended. PB, not to be. Anyway, yes, William Shakespeare, Stratford-upon-Avon, not far from here. But yeah, London Marathon is the main goal, and 5 weeks. So I would say there's 3 weeks and then 2 weeks of taper towards London Marathon. So yeah, let's see what pans out and whether those factors were a major bearing on my times yesterday and efforts, or whether it's just an indication of my level of fitness still has not got up to where it was pre-surgery, or should I say pre-Manchester Marathon. Yes, because that's when I was proper tidy and fit. Yeah, but yes, guys, I would love to hear from you. How are your preparations for London Marathon going, or are you doing Loch Ness Marathon or Chester or any others that you've got coming up, whether it be Berlin, Chicago, Yorkshire Marathon as well? All those lovely marathons coming up here in the autumn all over the world. Let me know how your training is going, and if you're not training, doesn't matter, hopefully you're still enjoying your running. I am. Yesterday's workout, yes, was hard, but I did enjoy that. I do love a bit of a push, although obviously at marathon pace you're not pushing too hard like at 5k or 3k pace. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and give yourself a medal for getting to the end of this week's video. Yes, 5 weeks, London Marathon. Let's go.